The Ford Mustang Bullitt is a modern interpretation of a 1960s movie car. Now, you have a choice to make. Should I recount its storied past to give proper historical context, or should I drive it like an idiot? Good choice. Okay, we can't fill an entire video with this sort of goofballery. Maybe we should talk about the car.
If you've never seen the classic thriller Bullitt, there's a big old car chase scene in the middle featuring a Ford Mustang and a Dodge Charger. I'd rather not be sued by Warner Brothers, so instead of the movie, here's some B-roll from Ford. Suffice it to say, the chase scene and its Highland Green 1968 Ford Mustang hero car have achieved legendary status, inspiring some misguided souls to drive with a bit more flair. Over the years, Ford has released similarly styled Mustangs, like in 2001 and 2008. For 2019, history is repeating itself all over again. The 6th generation Mustang has been Bullittized in the ways you'd expect. There are subdued chrome accents, a black honeycomb grille, torque thrust 19-inch aluminum wheels, a front splitter nabbed from the GT Performance package, and a delightful dearth of badges and decals, aside from this fake gas cap. Inside, there's a special Bullitt welcome screen in case you entered the car blindfolded, along with green stitching adorning the leather seats, door panels, and dash. Rounding things out are a few tasteful badges and a classic cue ball shifter for relishing the amusingly short, decisive throws of the 6-speed manual transmission. And no, you can't buy an automatic Bullitt. Come on, just learn to drive a stick shift, won't you? Look, it's easy. The 6-speed features automatic rev matching for perfectly smooth downshifts every single time,
making the heel-toe downshifts I've been perfecting for years completely irrelevant.
Like the original 68 Mustang, the 2019 Mustang Bullitt comes drenched in Highland Green paint, unless you choose the other paint option, Shadow Black.
I honestly have no idea why Ford would sell a black Bullitt. I'll be even more baffled if somebody buys one.
Visual distinctions aside, the Mustang Bullitt supports its aesthetic swagger with a slight bump in performance. Having swiped its intake manifold from the Shelby GT350, the Bullitt's 5-liter V8 makes 480 horsepower, as long as you're running 93 octane. That's 20 horsepower more than the standard GT, though the torque figure is identical. Nonetheless, the Bullitt boasts an 8-mile-per-hour top speed advantage versus the Mustang GT. Elevating the Bullitt's sensory experience is an active valve performance exhaust.
It has a quiet setting so you don't wake the neighbors. We'll just leave that off.
To enhance the Bullitt's handling, staggered Michelin Pilot Summer Performance tires make an appearance, alongside suspension upgrades from the GT Performance package. As noted in other videos, the modern Mustang is no lumbering horse. It's a serious performance coupe.
If you favor speed over style, the Mustang Bullitt delivers there too. It's fast and engaging, there's tons of grip. Well, this is fun even if it's driving not sideways.
The Bullitt's upgrades aren't a radical leap beyond the basic Mustang GT, but the modern GT is such an outstanding platform, there's no harm in making something great, just a bit greater. Managing deceleration are larger Brembo front brakes with red 6-piston calipers. Around town, they're a bit over-eager, requiring a delicate touch. But for desperately ditching speed prior to impact following an overzealous drift leaving your local Cars and Coffee, they'll do just fine. On that note, the Mustang Bullitt includes one critical component for driving dramatically, a limited slip differential. Let's see, 2 black marks. Yep, the LSD is in play. Like lesser Mustangs, the Bullitt features a standard line lock system for cool burnouts at the drag strip. Wink.
Spinning the tires while stationary is cool, but spinning them in motion is cooler.
In a perfect world, a car born from a movie chase scene would deliver similar thrills. And, in the right setting, the Bullitt does.
I'm not an untalented driver, but I'm certainly not the best. with a little practice, the Mustang Bullitt makes cinematic hooliganism accessible. Slides are manageable, tire smoke is readily available, and the car looks really cool doing it. Though it would be easier to slide with crappier tires. Why did they put those dang Michelin summer tires on? Too much grip. If I have one complaint, it's this. It's really hard to initiate an e-brake turn if the e-brake won't lock up the brakes. I think Ford is trying to stop me from driving like a jerk. I have other means.
If you want a Mustang Bullitt of your own, either debadge your current Mustang and spring for a Highland Green wrap, or promptly stagger down to your Ford dealer with $47,590. That'll cover the base price and destination charges for a 2019 Bullitt. We'll leave you to manage any unscrupulous dealer charges. Tack on an optional MagnaRide damping system, Recaro seats, blind spot warning, and the Bullitt electronics package, which adds navigation, premium audio, and driver's seat memory, and you're looking at a little more than 51 grand. I'll be honest, fetishizing the past seems kind of sad. It's such a passive way to think. Plus, history is never as glossy as we imagine. In that context, you might view the Ford Mustang Bullitt as a four-wheeled nostalgia machine, but it is much more than that.
Forget Steve McQueen and 1960s film history. If none of that stuff existed, I would still love this car. Like the coolest humans I know, it's powerful yet understated, and fun without being frivolous. The Mustang Bullitt is charming and timeless, nostalgia not required.